So it has been nearly 3 decades since a shocking homicide in Land Park. A loving Sacramento mother was stabbed to death by her husband.
Their 2 children spent 2 weeks huddled at home alone together before police discovered what had happened there. And now former McClatchy High School teacher Robert Castorena will soon be released on parole. ABC 10's Luke Clary joins us in studio tonight with more. Luke, what are you learning?
Well, Alicia, I reviewed the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation documents showing that Castorena will be released on parole tomorrow. Tonight, his son says that he is shocked that this is happening, and he's speaking out.
It's been almost 30 years since a brutal crime left neighbors in Southland Park shaken.
I'm really quite shook up. Just a nice couple.
In 1996, ABC 10 reported that former McClatchy High School teacher Robert Castorena threatened his children with death if they went into the back bedroom after stabbing his wife Janice, their mother.
She was just awesome, and my dad was not. He was the exact opposite. He was a coward. He's a coward. He was a coward.
Now, Castorena's son, who has asked us not to use his name or show his face, says he has learned from a family member that his father is about to be released from Folsom State Prison on parole.
And throughout this process, his parole hearings, you haven't seen one document, you haven't seen one transcript.
No.
You've never been contacted by CDCR.
Nope.
Never received a warning that he could be getting out soon.
No, none of that. It's ridiculous.
For 2 weeks after the murder in October 1996, the Castorena children were afraid to tell anyone what happened. Janice was only discovered after Castorena's son, then just 8, was picked up for shoplifting in a neighborhood supermarket. Police called it a cry for help.
Was there part of you that believed that this was behind you, that you wouldn't have to deal with this again?
Yes, I felt like it was behind, but it's also like kind of something you never forget.
According to court documents, in 1999, Castorena entered a plea of no contest to second-degree murder by reason of insanity that landed him in a state hospital for up to a life term. After his sanity was deemed restored in 2014, he returned to trial in 2016 and was sentenced to 15 years in state prison. But in March of this year, he was granted parole.
How are you making sense of this? How is it possible that your father could be released and you, his son, one of the victims in this crime, could not be notified?
It's pretty enraging. It feels like the system failed us.
Almost 30 years later, another cry for help.
He's gonna be free, and that just seems so wrong, like on so many levels.
I reached out to the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation for documentation explaining why Castorena was granted parole this afternoon. We haven't heard back yet.